So a sweet friend brought over this gift for me today.
Yeah.
Do you hear that noise? Do you know what it is? That is a tornado siren.
Oh no.
Ready, set, go!
Hello.
You vlogging?
What are you doing?
You videoing?
And what are you doing?
I'm watching you.
Oh.
Get back here! Get back here!
Today we are learning about frogs, and we're learning about their life cycle. And we're going to be playing with these models of the frog life cycle with water beads. So it's time to make some water beads. We put some blue water beads at the bottom, and we're gonna add some water. Miss Laura, can you climb up here and add some water?
Dump all the water. It's KFC Royals blue.
So how do the water beads grow?
They get bigger, bigger, bigger. The water fills it up.
This is what the water beads started as, and then this is what it is so far.
It's way bigger now.
Is it bigger now? Okay, look at how it's getting bigger. You see, what are you making?
A lily pad.
What does it start as?
Eggs.
And then Caleb, what is it at the beginning?
Tadpole.
A tadpole. How does a tadpole breathe?
With, like a fish does.
Like a fish does. What's that called?
I can't.
Gills.
That's the tornado siren.
Really?
Yep,
Oh. Are they just testing?
I believe so. It looks pretty blue out. There are some clouds though. I think it's just a siren, a test.
I don't think so.
I don't know, do you see a tornado anywhere?
I think there is. Windy?
It is right at 11 though, so it's probably just a test.
No, it's 11.
Do you hear that noise? Do you know what it is? That is a tornado siren.
Oh no.
No, they're just testing it so that we know and making sure it works.
I know too.
So that's how loud it is. Caleb, what you doing?
Looking for a frog.
Trying to find a frog? All right, good luck.
Superman! Ow.
Did you find any frogs yet? Okay, you keep looking. Okay, who wants a drink out of the hose?
Me.
Get a drink, Cubba Dub.
Yeah. Watering the grass and watering me. Run way hard, the near up.
Mom's home! Mom's home!
Miss Laura, you are so stinking cute. I adore you, Mrs. Laura, you're so beautiful.
Looks like someone's feeling ready for her nap.
All right, for lunch today, the kids are having cheese and ham and crackers with cucumbers and grapes. You guys ready? All right, let's say a prayer.
I made this water contraption.
A water contraption?
Yeah, it makes water our plants. I'm hoping it'll work. I bet it will.
What does it do at the end there? I saw there was like a football on the end of a spoon.
Yep, there's a small football. And the water will be on down a skateboard, and it'll make a basketball move. And then once it gets onto the lever, it'll make the foot go. And then I also have the pretend lawnmower with sponges on it. When the water will come, since they're in tight space, it'll go. So when water comes in, it'll just be going. So, And I'm hoping that the water will be, that the lawnmower will move and go onto the grass. So it'll be watering over there.
So one of my goals this week is to spend more one-on-one time with little Laura. During the flow of a busy homeschool day, sometimes I get really distracted and I don't take the time to sit down and just be with her. And so that's one of my goals. I have a planner that at the beginning of the week I have each of our names listed, and I put kind of a focus next to each child's name and next to Jeremy's name and next to my name of what's my focus, what's my priority in my relationship with that person this week. And I just want to make sure that she knows that in all the busyness with all the kids around and all the fun activities we're doing, that I love to be with her and play with her. And sorry about my voice, I think I'm getting a cold. So what are they having for dinner?
They're having cake.
Cake? That sounds good. We should have that for dinner.
And
Oh, is it in the oven?
how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing really well. I'm excited to be visiting you, Miss Laura.
Sure.
Should we sit down for some dinner?
Sure.
All right, what are we eating?
We need pizza.
Pizza. My favorite. Let's go sit down at the table.
We're having a feast.
Oh, a feast. I love a feast. Hi, little Laura. How was your day?
Yeah.
Good. Can I sit here right beside you, Laura?
Sure.
All right. Are they having a feast?
Mm-hmm.
Look, the frogs are in the pond. They're swimming in the water.
Yeah, listen to the water.
Where's the eggs? You know which one's the eggs? There's the frog eggs. Caleb, what do you think of the water beads?
They're bigger.
They're bigger.
Let's add in. They're not quite done. I feel more water.
Yeah, they're gonna keep growing.
How big do they get?
As big as your head. I'm joking. They get like the size. No, they get like the size of a marble. Somebody just read a level 2 reader.
This one.
Yes. The pizza that we made. You did awesome, Elise. I'm so proud of you. You've been working so hard. All right, so the kids are coloring this life cycle of the frog. Can we see yours, Lacey?
Yeah.
So we've been reading about what frogs and toads eat, and they eat insects. What would you guys think of that? Would you guys like to eat a grasshopper?
I wouldn't want to eat a grasshopper, but I wouldn't want. But I'll be fine with eating a beetle because it has a lot of protein.
Are you serious? You'd eat a beetle?
People do eat beetles.
But would you eat one if I gave it to you for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
What about you, Lacey? Would you eat a beetle or a grasshopper?
Never, ever.
Never. What if it was a chocolate-covered grasshopper?
I'd take it. No. I would not I wouldn't eat anything like a bug.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Cub? Would you eat a grasshopper or a beetle?
Yeah.
You would? Okay, how about you? Crazy poll question for the day, but would you eat a beetle or a grasshopper? I know that covered in chocolate or without chocolate, let us know up here. I'm not sure that I would be brave enough to.
So if you remember not long ago, we had a tree cut down. Looks like our neighbors are doing the same thing over here.
We're doing a lot of more advanced learning this afternoon with the big kids about frogs, you know, reading books about them, learning about amphibians and what that really means to be cold-blooded, things like that. Sometimes I forget that the big kids need sensory playtime too. Like the sensory tubs, sometimes I just think of them more as for my toddler and my preschooler. And it's really good for them to get their hands into the water beads and play with the little models. Like I can tell they just really enjoy it, which makes sense because I do too and I'm an adult.
I made this.
What did you make?
Massaging place.
Wow, that's very careful. So a sweet friend brought over this gift for me today, and she had a cute quote to go with it too. She said, "Remember the beauty that is the light within you." And it's a live plant in this little glass light bulb thing, and I was so amazed that it's a live plant. Apparently it's called an air plant, so it doesn't need like any soil or very little at all. And I just have to mist it once a week and it will stay alive. So I just thought that was so sweet of her to share that uplifting thought with me and to bring this by, and I'm excited to see this plant and how it grows. Like, that's amazing. Anyway, I've just been thinking about that thought more and how it's so true. Like, each of us have a light, these gifts and talents and these feelings and love for others that we can share so freely with the world if we're not scared, if we don't hide it. And so I think if we remember the beauty of what's inside of us and all that we have to share with the world, then it inspires us to share it more often. Hopefully that made sense.
Yeah. Good night, J-House. Good night, J-House.
All right, let's take Caleb to his classroom. Excited? Okay, let's come in.
So, another friend hit me